really come to light that this seems to be a very targeted scam towards moms. So I can only imagine how all these parents are feeling out there right now who are looking forward to surprising their kids or who had surprised their kids. Denise.
Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. I am Sherrilyn. I'm so glad you found me. If you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you for... If you're not new here, we have a guest that you probably never heard before. Maybe in like earlier videos when he was just a puppy, but Vino, it's okay. Go to bed. Vino's here. I'll insert a picture. He's on the couch in front of me and having a really hard time that he has to sit on the couch in front of me and not be like on me. He might be on me in a minute here if he doesn't just sleep. Regardless, you'll either hear him make noises or snore. So apologies, but we're listing our house and this is what we got to do when there's showings. Okay, today we're talking about something I'm surprised like I haven't heard. Okay, Vino. This is what we're doing today, you guys. You got to do what you got to do. Like I was saying, today we're talking about something that I'm surprised more people haven't talked about. That could be because there's like a lot going on online right now. I've had a lot of requests to talk about the Harris family. If you've requested that, I'm not going to talk about it on this channel. Chelsea and I did talk about it. That episode will be going up either today or tomorrow. We talked about it on our podcast. If you don't know, we have a podcast called Here for the Clout. Go and listen to it. It's fun. That episode, however, isn't fun, but that's literally all we both could handle. It was just talking about it on there. So today, we are talking about a Swiftie Eras Tour scam that is going on. And I'm like, this is like, you have to be on another level of, why do I always use the word diabolical? But that like, I don't know, like evil to scam people in general, but especially when you know it involves like kids and a memory that is going to be, you know, like probably one of the biggest memories, you know, like of their young life of seeing, you know, Taylor Swift. And this person, like, very well aware, like communicating with people, moms specifically, going into mom-specific Facebook groups to like sell Eras Tour tickets, but just taking the money. No tickets. Come concert day, devastated. Kids, devastated. Before we get into all of this, though, I do have a quick message for you. Thank you to today's sponsor, Fume. It is no secret that I absolutely love Fume. I love seeing that they have helped so many of my supporters in the comments. I love their continued support on this channel, and I love them as a company all around and what they stand for, which is helping people who are working towards healthier goals of getting rid of bad habits in their lives. If you've never heard of Fume before, it is an innovative, award-winning device that helps make the transition of what can be a stressful time just less stressful and easier to attain. And the reason I'm so passionate about it is because I have gone through the process with my Fume and found success. I'm going to be transparent with y'all. It is a process I am revisiting after caving from the pressure of some tough times that I am currently going through the past couple months. But I can't tell you how much better I feel already having like done it and know how much more helpful it was and know that I can. Like that feeling in itself of just like having that power and being like, I can do it. Now, for anyone who has not purchased Fume or seen Fume before, it is not a vape. I have seen that misconception. There is no vapor. It has the core in it has natural flavor, and you draw the flavor to your mouth. You're not inhaling vapor or smoke or harmful chemicals. Fume also continuously invests in third-party studies to ensure the safety of their products, and they are backed by doctors in the USA. Right now, they have launched their Fume Topper, which, oh my God, I love the fidget aspects to Fume so much. Like, so it's like this little like soft, like little rubbery topper, but when it's on your Fume, and you go like this, like it kind of like gives like a little bit of like that satisfaction. I don't know. They're always thinking of like the weirdest things, and I'm like, okay, that's actually great sensory that I didn't know I needed. I know I've seen a lot of comments from people who have purchased Fume for themselves, but I also loved the idea when I saw people say that they have gotten it for somebody that they love. And now that the holiday season is upon us, and you're like me and you're thinking of the perfect gift for somebody and something that can actually be, you know, useful and also thoughtful, might I suggest something that is fun, relaxing, makes people feel better? A Fume. You can head over to tryfume.com/sherrilyndale and use my code sherrilyndale to get a free Fume topper when you buy your journey pack today. Or for somebody else, if you're lucky, you also could potentially win one of Fume's limited edition gold-plated devices. I'm gonna need to win the gold-plated device. Once again, that's tryfume.com. That's tryfum.com/sherrilyndale, or just even scan the QR code that you see on your screen here and grab yours today and make somebody's holiday unforgettable. Thank you again so much, Fume, for sponsoring today's video. Okay, so the first clip I saw on TikTok was from these two sisters who were going to go with their mom, I believe, to the Taylor Swift concert, and then they just show that, you know, they got scammed and screwed over. One of them's like trying so hard not to, like, she doesn't know if it looks almost like she doesn't know if she's gonna laugh or like gonna cry. Probably a little bit of both, because what the hell do you do in that situation? And then from there, I got into like a rabbit hole of people commenting, being like, this had happened to me too. So this was the first video I saw.
So if anyone is a Toronto Swiftie and was going to the concert, or supposedly going to the concert this weekend, and had tickets from someone named Denise, welcome to the side of TikTok, because you might be in the same position as us. We're all ready for the concert tonight. We got tickets from our mom for Christmas last year, and turns out it was all a scam. And it seems to be a bigger scam than we first thought. It seems to be that there's a lot of people affected.
This is such a side note and unrelated, but I think I stopped at first because the girl on the left, I thought that was Lily Reinhart, and I was like, what's going on with Lily and her family? Why is she Toronto area scam? It's not Lily, but like identical.
And it is an organized situation that we have on our hands. So to give you the backstory, Denise is apparently somebody who sells tickets through a corporate company, and we got these tickets through a family friend. And these tickets were purchased last year before Christmas, and they were supposed to be released within 48 hours of the show. Days before, I think. The tickets are released a few days before. So we were in the same boat as everyone else, and morning of, we still hadn't received our tickets, so we inquired, and she told us that she cannot get the tickets and has no access to the tickets. She's trying to tell us that she was scammed by someone named Mark, who she's used for years to get tickets to concerts by. And it seems like it was a very specific targeted scam towards moms, specifically with daughters. And that she was going in mom Facebook groups. That's not how our mom got the contact, but that she was in mom Facebook groups trying to sell these tickets for a long time. Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. So we've done a lot of research in the last 2 hours. And it seems that there's, within Facebook groups, moms posting about this, making Google forums. And we thought we were the only ones affected, and this has actually affected a lot of people. There are probably hundreds of moms out there right now who don't have tickets for their daughters. Really come to light that this seems to be a very targeted scam towards moms. So I can only imagine how all these parents are feeling out there right now who are looking forward to surprising their kids, or who had surprised their kids. I mean, we were surprised by our mom. I actually feel sick. I know, I feel visibly, I'm flip-flopping between sad and anger right now. And I mean, as a mom myself, I can only imagine telling your kids that the tickets are fake. I can only imagine how our mom's feeling right now. I mean, she won't really show her face to us right now, but it's just awful. So if anyone has been affected or is in a similar situation, reach out to us, because there are police reports, and the more numbers, the more people we get involved in this, the better and more power it's going to have. So if you're someone like us who's sitting here feeling a little hopeless, reach out, because we can do this together.
Okay, so this is insane. Again, like, so upsetting. They touch on it about like going specifically in the moms groups. Okay, so remember the name, Denise. So from because when I'm like hearing like, oh my God, this wasn't her, and like there's like hundreds of people. So I go through the comments. Sure enough, I find another gal who was like, yeah, Denise also happened.
Eventually, a friend's birthday was coming up. My other friend was like, we should get Eras Tour tickets. It's going to be so much fun. Our friend is a massive Swiftie, so this was just going to be an amazing surprise. I was like, yes, that's an incredible idea. E-transferred the money out of my account directly to this person. This person, Denise, that we bought tickets off of, she was presenting as somebody who was selling legitimate tickets, and she got them from legitimate sources. I thought at this point Denise was the only person that was going to have contact with our tickets other than me and the people going. I was under the impression that this was her job. She's done this for many concerts before. She knows what she's doing. Yeah, she knew what she was doing. When we found and bought the tickets, there was no reason to believe that we were not going to get our tickets. We bought the tickets November of 2023, and then we were told we would get them 48 hours before the concert.
This is insane. Like the amount of people who, and I mean, it's understandable. Like if you know anything, you don't have to be a Swiftie or anything like that, but like it's very clear Taylor Swift has like a huge impact on her fans, like the Swifties. And this tour, even if you weren't a Swiftie, is just it's huge. It's I think very memorable, very magical from what I'm hearing. I wish that I had like seen. I think the woman is performing for like 3 hours at each show, going through everything, and just somebody who puts so much like time and effort and like theatrics into their performances. I don't know. I think it's like so special, and especially for like young kids who just look up to her so much, right? And I know, you know, kind of like, oh, first world problems. There's other things, and totally, you're planning ahead, and it doesn't mean that, you know, like the world stops for your kids, or if you're a fan, like doing something like this. It kind of like lets you just shut off for a little bit and be in the moment and making like happy memories. And so this, I don't know, it's like we can't do anything fun. Like, well, someone's got to fucking go out there and ruin it, Denise.
So our friend's birthday comes around, and I made her an Eras Tour card with replica tickets so that she had something physical to say that she was going, because we all thought we were going. So we gave our friend the tickets, and we were like, get excited about it. We all saved the date, and we lived our lives as usual. And then we were planning in between to make sure we were all ready for this date. I'm talking outfits, planning rides. My two other friends live out of town.
That's another thing. Like, people go all out at a Taylor Swift concert, especially right now. Like, they are dressed. I've seen like lots of like my friends who are like Swifties, like been to every one of her concerts. Like, even then, that's like a thing, right? Like, you get to get dressed up and like get in character. We got to do that for the Sabrina Carpenter concert when Chelsea and I went with Lily and Jesse from Do We Know Them, and it was just so fun. Like, you just like, as we were walking, it's like everybody looked like just like little mini Sabrinas. It was awesome. But like, that's fun. You just like kind of like feel like even if you're with a bunch of strangers, you're just, I don't know, all there like with the same purpose and happiness and excitement. So this takes a lot, like a planning and anticipation.
So they were planning, you know, how are they going to get home? Where are they going to stay that night? My friend even bought friendship bracelet supplies so that we could make some to go to the concert. Like, we all thought we were going. There was no concern about anything until a day before the concert. We were talking that entire day. We were talking the week leading up. My friend texts us and she's like, you guys, there's something wrong with the tickets. Oh my gosh. That's when we find out allegedly there was a man that Denise was buying these tickets from. That man allegedly did not give Denise the tickets. Honestly, if I knew that there was another set of hands that these tickets were going through other than ours, I wouldn't have bought the ticket. It was not presented to me or to us in that way at all. I've seen other videos of people who were affected by this scam, and my heart honestly goes out to each and every one of you. So if you're affected by this scam, I think it's important to get connected to others that this has happened to so that we can work together to hold this person accountable. Every dollar lost matters in this. Honestly, I don't believe I'm getting my money back, at least not anytime soon. I've already done all that I could do for mine and my friend's situation. And by sharing this, I really just hope that this serves as a warning. Yeah, because I would hate to see this happen to anybody else.
Oh, me too, girl, but it happened to a lot of people. So I'll have the sisters, like the last TikTok that we saw, I'll have their TikTok account in the description because like I said, they have already like contacted police, have a file, and then we'll see as we're going along. Like, there are a lot of people, but it seems like they're kind of willing to be like a point of contact to make sure that it gets like funneled to the right people. I'm like so sad because I know that there's one more concert coming up, or two, I think she just got 2 dates next week or the end of this week, maybe even this weekend in Vancouver. But this wasn't just happening to the Toronto and Vancouver show. And like from that, people were seeing like it had happened in New York and stuff like that too. But just for reference, if I forget to mention it, I will have the girls' TikTok so that if you are watching this and this also happened to you, you can go and find them and see where you should congregate, which station and file to reference. So through there, at first I was just like, is this Denise? Is it Mark? No, we see a lot of comments. Same types of things. So from the first sister's comments, it says, the exact same person did this to me. I bought them through my aunt and uncle who had bought tickets from this lady once before and did get them. It was Denise Blackhawk, and she said Mark Harlow scammed. I also got scammed by Denise Blackhawk. We purchased Taylor Swift tickets for my daughter and 3 of her friends, and now we can't go. That's what's so upsetting is you see so much. I mean, it's upsetting in general, like frick you to like scam and take advantage of people, but like it's the kids. Oh my God. You guys, next comment. There was someone in my mom's lung cancer support group doing this. Has been part of this group for 2 years, so seemed trustworthy. Nope. And then another comment, that's even worse that they're going in groups like that. Truly the worst kind of person. Yeah, exactly. This is what this was kind of like my understanding from the scam is this woman goes into these types of groups. Like, so already, because she does this like for other things too, not just like the Taylor Swift concert, will go in and like build trust with people. Oh, I've been in the group for like a long time. I'm in this type of group. I'm in this mom's group, whatever. And it kind of like makes you feel like, I don't know, you've got like more of a connection, and it's not just like on Marketplace being like, hey, I got Taylor Swift concert tickets. Like, this is like an extra step. This is experience. Next comment, Denise Blackhawk has been a scammer for a long time. When are the police going to do something? And then it says, hopefully this time. It seems like too big to ignore now because there are so many people. Another comment, Denise strikes again. I wonder if she's even Canadian. And then someone says, yes, she is. Many people have been scammed, actually know her. That's another thing. So it's like friend of a friend being like, oh, it was my aunt or whatever, like knew her. So once I find out that this is like kind of like starting on Facebook between like friends and groups and stuff like that, I go over there and I search like Denise Blackhawk's name. And the first thing I see come up is this post from this woman saying, public service announcement, take a good look at the pictures of one of the biggest scammers around. Her Facebook profile name is Denise Blackhawk, aka Denise Cynthia Tizor. In August, I purchased 2 tickets from her, almost $2,000 in total. That for me is why I'm not going to the Eras Tour, because I just personally can't justify it. But you know what? I know a lot of people like save and prepare for this for like over a year, and that for them it's it shows up. For them it's so worth it. Again, like for the memes. For the memories. So she purchased them for, I believe, her daughter, and I'm just gonna block out the name. So she purchased them for them to attend the Taylor Swift concert on November 23rd because her daughter's a huge Swiftie. So then she's got pictures of Denise. She goes on to say, we planned this for Mother's Day outing. We planned this as a mother-daughter outing for months, only to find out 2 days ago that the tickets would not be coming and that she has spent all the money. Apparently, this woman has sold over $250,000 worth of fraudulent tickets of over 190 people. There are hundreds of victims, including many little girls, that are absolutely gutted over this. She's a local to Burlington, but has sold tickets as far away as New York. Stay clear of this disgusting human being. Let's hope that Taylor's song Karma plays on repeat in her head for all of eternity. Please get the word out so everyone knows who this is and who is going to the concert. Double check the authenticity of your tickets. It's so sad because like there really is, like, the truth is like there really isn't much that you can do in this situation. It's not like those tickets ever existed, right? Like, so it's just, literally such a scam. And then people like this knowing how much they can charge because people are willing to do it, especially for their kids. So at first, I was obviously hesitant because I'm still like, I don't know what's going on here. And like seeing, you know, her photos, I was like unsure. But now I'm like feeling a little bit more confident, especially with the amount of like hundreds of people coming forward being like, yep, that's the one. That's the lady who scammed me. I just kind of want to, you know, put the message out there, warn them. If I am wrong, obviously I will do everything I can to rectify the situation. But at this time, if you know me at all, like I'm not just going to go and try to hurt somebody. I'm feeling confident with like the amount of like people and confirmation from others that this is that person. And then one of the first ones that I saw was a post from somebody who knows her, and had shared screenshots of her trying to get money out of her. So it's like, this is like her shtick, like just scamming people, and not just for concert tickets. So this was the friend's Facebook post. She tags her in it and said, like, Denise, did you lie about all of this also, or did it really happen? I hope, and then she says her spouse or your children are not in on your scamming of trusting people. Playing on a person's good nature is something I cannot stand. Girl, preach. So these are the DMs that the friend shared. This is like going back to like 2014. She's like, hi, Elizabeth, did you put Burlington, Ontario on your letter, or even Toronto, Ontario? I have a feeling this is like she was trying to do like a letter, like one of those letter scams. Chelsea and I are going to talk about that. This was a while ago though. She says, Toronto, Ontario, let me know if you receive it. Hope everything's going better for you guys. Take care. Oh, no, sorry. I got it wrong. She was asked her to send her gift cards and saying that there was like, she was going through something. So this lovely woman, Elizabeth, does so and like sent it to her, and she's just confirming like where it came from. So then on the 15th, Denise replies and says that she got it. She said, hi, Elizabeth, we got your gift cards. Thank you so much. We'll pay it forward somehow, some way soon to somebody else in need. Then she had messaged her again. And then Elizabeth replies back. She's like, hi there, what's up? And she goes, we're having a little bit of financial crisis until Tuesday when I get my child tax. My car broke down and we need a tow and need an alternator. And I was off for a week because, and then we'll blank out the name here. I believe it was like her child had surgery and I had a week of pay lost off my check. We need gas and groceries and parking this weekend for work for me, and we are totally broke. We will 100% give it back on Tuesday by e-transfer. I'm sorry if I offended you by asking, but I know you helped us before and we're just a little bit stuck for a couple days. Again, like if this was somebody that I knew, I would be like, okay, absolutely. Like you don't want to see anybody, you know, suffering. And especially like in these times, like it's so hard and understandable. So this is what bothers me is like, this has been going on since 2014. I'm sorry. I know that we all go through like ebbs and flows and have like ups and downs, but it's not like you like start a scam and then just like for fucking 10 years, we're still doing this. No. We've got to fix the situation. We've got to figure out like what more we can do or what we can like shave off. It's not other people's responsibility. Well, I mean, we could get political, but like, anyways, we're not going to do that. But, you know, to put that kind of like pressure on your inner circle for a long extended time, it's kind of like we got to reevaluate. So she was wanting an e-transfer, okay? And then Elizabeth's like, I've never e-transferred before, but blank has. I think it's her spouse. I don't even bank online. And then Denise says, okay, do you think you could do it this evening for me for work tomorrow, or is it too late? She said no, like her son or husband has gone to bed about an hour ago. It would have to be tomorrow. She says, okay, no problem, Elizabeth. Thanks a bunch and sorry for asking. She said, not a problem, XOXO. And then she goes, let me know tomorrow my email is, and then she provides the email. She goes, e-transfer is very easy, by the way. LOL. Thanks again, hun. She goes, take care. Then like first thing, like she's like, hey, did you speak to him this morning? Just wanted to stop and get some groceries. So then Elizabeth says she's not really sure yet, says which bank that he's dealing with and that he's getting his truck fixed. So not even sure like if it's been e-transferred. And then she just says like basically like we can only really like spare like $50 if that helps. And then she's like, okay, yeah, I can get some gas with that for both of the cars. And I'll see if I can ask somebody else for another $100 for the groceries. Thanks. So this poor Elizabeth is like not understanding like how to do e-transfer. That's totally fine. Like, I know a lot of people who don't like do online banking, e-transfer, aren't comfortable with it. So then she's like all stressed out, like being like, we're really not savvy in this. Let me know if somebody, if there's like someone that you know, like in her area that they could go and like give the money to and then they could do the transfer. Like, oh my God, bless her heart. So then she's just like trying to figure it out. She's like, if you can find anybody, like we're really not understanding how to do this, like they can call me. So then she goes, not to worry, Beth. I'd rather not get anyone involved, as she says her husband didn't want me to ask anyone. We're just really stuck till Tuesday. It's really no big deal. I'll see if I can get my aunt. She just got back from Jamaica. I'll ask her later this afternoon. Thanks. And she goes, I sent you the gift cards by mail last time, you know, like winky face, like I could do that again. She's like, yep, and that was awesome. Thanks again. That was a nightmare though. But now when I look at it, that was the best thing that ever happened to us. So she must have been like talking about the last situation that, you know, she had gotten herself into. And then being like, oh, it's the best thing. We're all good now, but apparently not, because poor Elizabeth, struggling, trying to get the e-transfer or like worrying about it. And she goes, Kay, let me know if you speak to your aunt. She goes, thanks so much. So then they, like, I think some time passes and then Denise reaches out again. She's like, oh, you know, nice to hear from you. Hope you guys are doing well. And maybe we'll have like a visit soon. Denise is like, yeah, sounds good. So we're moving February 1st to a new place. We're just in a hotel until the end of the month. After we leave here, I don't want to see a thing of fast food for a long time. She's like, yeah, absolutely agree. So once poor little Elizabeth sees all of this, obviously she's like, was this a scam as well? Great question. I mean, sadly, I feel like Denise maybe had, maybe even earlier, it was just like some tough times. And then from there was just like, oh, I can, you know, just like rotate and ask people through these tough times and it's going to be okay. And then, you know, once ticket transferring and selling and all that, because that's kind of like seems to be her thing. And it's weird because like I think like some people have said like they actually did get tickets. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that was like part of like her close group of being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna resell these, and then sold them for higher. And then from there it just like transpired into, I'm just gonna tell people that I have them and you're gonna get them 48 hours before, but I'm actually not even gonna do that extent of even like hiring, like selling them for a higher amount. And then I saw another post from there. So there was a lot also on Facebook because like I said, it seems like this is where this was originating from. And moms, you know, like more moms saying this. One girl says, who would do something like this? Selling Taylor Swift tickets plus paying extra for a shirt, water bottle, bag, and get nothing. Oh yeah, that was another thing, like add on, like, oh, you get like this goodie bag. And just 2 days ago, we got a message from Denise saying that Gracie Abrams would be the surprise guest on the tour. I cried because I was so happy to get to see them both. So not even like that, like she's trying to like just like keep that trust, checking in, being like, oh my gosh, like concert's coming up. And did you see that Gracie Abrams is also going to be opening up? Diabolical. My heart is just broken thanks to Denise Blackhawk. Teaser, how can people be so cruel? More than just us three girls are hurting. And then this video I saw, and knowing what happened at the end, because this also was this woman, Sarah, this mom, confirmed and has been in a lot of comments being like, this also happened to me, and sharing her story. This was the video that she had posted on TikTok of her daughter getting the tickets for Christmas and her excitement.
I gotta get the read yours, Meg. Read it, Meg. What? You said you wasn't going to cry? Oh, read it. What's it say? What's it say, Meg? Read it to Mom.
Oh my God! Meg is
vacation going to Toronto to Taylor Swift November 2021.
You guys, I've seen it before and I'm just gonna cry again. Oh my god, I want to send her to the concert so freaking bad. That is so fucking evil. That is so evil. And I've gotten my editors to blur out the daughter's face just like out of respect. I know that Sarah has it on, but you know, like I just, you know me, I just feel like a little bit uncomfortable. You guys, like her face is just like so precious. Like she's in shock. Like, oh my god, mouth gone in like instantly. Tearing up, can't even talk, can hardly even read. It has to sit down to be able to like read that she's going there. That was her Christmas gift in last Christmas, 2023 is when that fucking video was posted in day. You guys, like I don't, what the fuck? There's also a section in Jurassic Jail for these people. If you guys don't know what Jurassic Jail is because you're new to my channel from like and wasn't watching true crime stuff, Jurassic Jail is exactly what it sounds like. It's like Jurassic Park, but we're going to create it as like a jail. And then what we do is it's kind of like the jail and Hunger Games mixed into one. So we got the dinosaurs like T-Rexes, Velociraptors, Velociraptors, all the stuff, all the dinos. And then, you know, at the beginning of the first one when they like drop the goat in, poor little innocent goat, right? And then, you know, kind of like let the dinosaur do its thing. That's what we're going to do, but like with these types of people. It's like you get dropped off and then you can Hunger Game it. If you can survive out there and that T-Rex doesn't get you, great, but that's where you're staying. You're staying at Jurassic Jail for the end of time. Because what the fuck is this? What the fork is this? So I've seen a lot of comments from people, and this is like where it's just like so upsetting because people are like, you know, you should be able to dispute the charge on your card. And because of the trust that was like kind of already like semi-established and like her having no forks given about it being people that she knows, like doing this to people that she knows, like family members or friends or acquaintances. So much of this was done, it was all done e-transfer. She wasn't taking credit card payments. It was e-transfer. So in that case, it's like, no, we transferred the money. And so this is kind of like, one of these is like comment that I've seen from people who had contact with her. She replies to another comment being like, this girl's like, oh my god, is someone actually doing this? Is this true? And this girl, Leanne, says, yeah, it is true. She was dumb enough to give one of the buyers her cell phone number. So I phoned her last night, and to my surprise, she actually answered. She has absolutely zero remorse and claims it's not her fault, but she got the tickets through a broker who has skipped town. This is a bunch of BS. I emailed back and forth with her over the course of 2 months, and never once did she mention a third party. Otherwise, I would have never bought these tickets. The only reason I bought them was because a good friend of mine had a friend who supposedly knew her. It's not like I would have randomly bought them off of a stranger on the internet. And then that's what people are saying, like, this is where we're seeing it. Like, you try your best to like have faith and trust in people, and it's that connection of somebody. So to take advantage like of that trust too, I just don't even understand like that level of deceit and no remorse. So from that like comment thread going on, people are saying like, I'm so sorry to you. You know, I'm so sorry this happened to you, Leanne and her daughter. And then someone asks if there was a police report. And she said, yes, so far there's over 195 reports, mine being one of them. And then somebody asked, they said, oh, I'm so sorry, Leanne. We should still go down for the Taylorgate partying outside of the stadium. You guys, it's so upsetting. I don't understand. And I always do. Like, I would totally, had I been ready to, you know, take the jump and prepared a little bit more, because now I'm like, oh my God, it's the last show. Like, what have I done? I should have, like, 2 years ago, buy back in tickets. And now there's just for me personally, there's no justification. I mean, like, no judgment, especially for the memories, you know, and to make your kids happy. Fuck, I would do anything. So I get it. I understand the justification of the price, because I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, who would be stupid enough to like spend that much money on a concert? And it's sad because starting out, like when those tickets were released, they were not as much as people are paying. There was actually, I saw a TikTok of a girl going through like one of the lines of the concert, asking people how much they had paid for their tickets. And I mean, there was obviously the ones who were like $3,000, and they're like, ooh. There were a lot that were like $90, $95, 200, 300, depending on like what bowl they were in. And it's the people who like resell. And I know that there's like certain resell places that are trying to like do their best to like avoid it. But at the end of the day, it's like, no, once those, you know, like if you get in that pre-sale line and you buy the tickets and they're in your hand and you know, people are gonna pay for it. They're gonna try to justify, even they know in their head, they're just like, this is outrageous. I know that I am getting scammed here, but I want to go and I want to make my kid happy, so I'm going to do it. And so, then to do this, like, I think that's dirty. Like, no, like, if your intention is to resell it for like 10 times the money, like, F off. You're also a shitbag human. But to be like, I'm not only am I going to take advantage of the fact that people are going to pay that price, but I'm also not going to, I don't even have the tickets and I'm just going to see how many people I can get to buy. That's insane. Almost 200. I don't even know where it is going to be now, like at the time of the video coming out, but I would probably say there's a lot more. And now that we are getting to the last shows in Vancouver, I'm already pre-upset with what's sadly probably going to happen, and all of the kids and parents and fans are going to be feeling being let down. I just hate it. I just hate it. I wish, you know, I can't wait till the day that I'm just like, I don't know, rolling in like crazy ass type of freaking money so that I can just be like, Taylor, can we please just do one more show? Like, I'll pay you for one more show so that all of these people can just go for free. Because what the how do you sleep at night? Denise! How do you sleep at night? I just want to talk to you. Can we talk? I'd love to talk to you. Actually, I think I've got her email on that one. We blurred it for the video, but maybe I'm going to go. Why didn't I think of that before? I think I'm going to go rogue. I'm going to be asked, how are you sleeping at night? It sounds like she's got her thing. And from what I'm understanding, and this is why I've focused on Denise, that there is no other person that has scammed. Like this, there are so many people that she has done this to that they were like, no, that's her. And she's done this in the past. That's why people are like, oh, she's did it. Denise strikes again. Like she's already been doing this. So like I said, I'll leave the link to the sisters in the first video, in that first TikTok, to that TikTok. So you guys, if you know anybody or you see anything and you want to direct them, it sounds like those girls have, you know, like they would have like the file numbers and all of that stuff to get in contact with the right people. Because if the file is big enough and you've got receipts for days showing the e-transfer and she's been communicating with people, keeping in touch, which is another thing, she's going to get caught in her own lies because never once did she say that somebody else was involved. So unless she is going to be able to show the police that there was a correspondence or her purchasing them or giving money to somebody else, which is not going to happen, she's going to be held accountable. So yeah. Your days of scamming are numbered, Denise. I'm so sorry for everybody, you know. Stay tuned because one day there will be a redemption concert, you guys. That's going to be my mission. Chelsea and I are doing vision boards on Friday. We're going to film them on Friday, and I think they're going to go live next week on our Patreon, patreon.com/hereffortheclout. And so then you guys will have time to get your guys' vision board supplies, and then when you guys watch it, you guys can kind of feel like we're all doing it together. But I'm adding that to my vision board, a redemption concert that I'm going to get Taylor to do. some way, somehow, for all of these children. So stay tuned for that, okay? And let's help manifest that, all right, you guys? Anyways, I'm so heated. I'm just so disappointed in like fucking Earth, existence, people. I don't know. There's still hope for the good ones out there, but lately I feel like we've just like really being tested, you guys. Like really being tested with what the fork is going on. What's happening? I don't know. Anyways, I can't think about it anymore because I'm just going to cry again. And yeah, I'm sending so much love to everybody who's been affected. I'm so freaking sorry. I wish there was something that I could do for you guys and make your days better. But there will be, okay? I feel it. I believe it in my heart. We'll have it. We'll have the redemption concert, okay? I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It not only means so much to me, but it helps me so much like that. I know how hard it is to like sometimes click that subscribe button and be like, do I really want to see this broad again? Maybe. And then you just like wait for like the sign that I'll like show up on your suggested and you're like, oh, I'll give her another chance. And then when you hit the subscribe, like that is such a hard thing to do. So when you hit subscribe, that means so much to me. I'm just like, oh my gosh, because I know how hard it is. So thank you guys so much for being here. I love you so much. In the new year, I don't want to say anything too soon, but from the way things are going right now, I'm feeling more confident and having a better plan of reintegrating a little bit more of true crime into content that I provide. What I will say is it probably won't be here. And that's just because of the feedback from the larger majority of people. I know that there are people who, you know, like are missing it. But I mean, just like as a numbers person looking at things and like the comments, the majority of the people are also kind of like feeling like me needing a little bit of shift. So that would be somewhere else, still on YouTube free. But, and not as, you know, like 2 a week or 1 a week, maybe 1 a week. I don't know. That's why I don't want to say things too soon, but this is kind of like where I'm testing and putting it out there and seeing how I feel about it and how you guys feel about it. So we'll see. We'll see what the new year has, but it just means so much to me for everybody who has stayed and just understood that mentally I've just really, really, really needed this reset and this break because it's a lot. It's 4 years, 4 years of, you know, pretty consistently 1 to 2 videos a week of true crime content. You know, being somebody who's struggled with their mental health since I was, you know, 15, probably earlier than that. That's when I just got a diagnosis. But it's a lot. It's heavy. And I'm actually surprised at like how long it took for me to just crash, literally crash and burn. So I'm definitely needing this. But that's kind of where we're at right now. I do, you know what, like obviously like miss it. But I've also, anyways, I'll talk about it more if and when I announce that is moving forward. And kind of also give you a little bit of like my thoughts and feelings of the niche in general. Because that's also affected it. There's been some things that I've seen. And I don't know. Anyways, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it regardless one day. But that's where things are at. So anyways, thank you guys so much for being here with me with this shift and just allowing me to kind of like recenter myself and get back because it's been really heavy. That's a lot. And it's not just like me posting a video and that only took me, you know, like the length of the video to put together. It's like day in and out, behind the scenes, weeks, researching, cross-referencing, like it's every day. And it's so heavy for 4 years. I look back and I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, it's understandable that you're feeling a little bit intense right now, kind of imploding. But anyways, I love you guys. Sorry for the ramble. I will see you in the next video. I will miss you terribly. Until then, make sure to love each other, love yourself, and I will see you soon. Bye.